All right, welcome back to the 2013 National Collegiate Paintball Association Championships. I am Todd Martinez. I am up here with Kevin Catfish Arcia, and of course, we have Kristen Kenny down on the sidelines for us, getting us information. We're about ready to watch Florida Atlantic University take on the West Point Black Knights. We're laying it all on the line right here this afternoon. Going to have a good game. We've seen some games go pretty well this morning. And sun's starting to come out right now. The cloud cover's starting to burn off. And it's going to start to get warm out here. So these two teams ready to fight it off. 10 minutes on the clock. About ready to start here on the split screen. Army is going to be on your left. FAU on your right, Catfish. Who you like in this game out here?
I don't know. After watching both games yesterday, I really like the Owls in this one right here.
Yeah, but you gotta love the fighting Army out here. These guys
doubling up the back center for both teams. I mean, that's every team's been doing that this tournament, Todd.
Yeah, I mean, it's really hard. There's some really good lanes to shoot on the break on both sides of the field. I mean, we saw Florida Gulf Coast just annihilating people on the break yesterday. You know, both teams not wanting to give up any bodies, Army risking the one body over here towards the snake.
And he's in.
And he gets into snake too. That's Washington, I believe. Going to start going to work across the field. Alive in snake 2. Comes up over the top. Florida Atlantic.
Looks like the Owls are content giving them the snake, which I think is a real bad idea. They're not even trying to make a move to the snake here.
Well, Nicholas Ramsey was saying, who's number 62 over there in the Dorito 1, was saying it was having a little bit of trouble getting up the Dorito side yesterday. So Florida Atlantic gonna try and make more of a concerted effort to try and support their teammates over there and get up the Dorito side.
Ooh.
Oh, Vogel, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling.
Stumbling, rumbling.
One of the staple players on Florida Atlantic is Vogel. We saw him yesterday playing a ton of points.
Making moves, getting those points.
Yeah, working hard, working so hard, he threw up a little bit.
Yeah.
For anybody that was tuning in yesterday.
We got him some, don't worry, we got him some of that red Gatorade today, so it's the proper color.
Oh, Vogel. One whizzed right by his head right there.
Haircuts are free here at the championships.
Ramsey wrapping the outside of the Dorito, making the bump up. There
like
goes Washington.
The Owls in the red Doritos first, taking up that real estate.
Yes, but Army also bumping into the 50 snake. Going to play the inside, look across the field.
Oh, we got an Owl player coming off out the center, and Vogel making his move into snake 2.
Yeah, Aaron Houston down, but Ramsey there in the 40 Dorito. Army matching him up also in the 40 Dorito in the red zone, but Army losing a player out of the back center. Good field position. 4 bodies alive now.
4 on 4.
Vogel now in snake 2, going to work across the field. He's got a little bit of a shot trying to squeeze in on the pack. Army player wisely bounces out of that blue temple on the Dorito side on into the Dorito 1 in the orange section.
Looks like we got Washington still looking for that crossfield shot, now coming to the tape. Looking to go heads up with Vogel here for a couple seconds. Vogel setting up, waiting for him to pop his little dome up.
Vogel's got his coach right next to him, as does Washington. You can see that's Washington on the right side of your screen, shooting on the back side of the 50 snake over towards the Dorito side.
Oh, and Army into the 50 Dorito and just getting blazed. Oh, flag party!
Yeah, red flag flying in the air, gonna draw a major penalty. Teams need to realize, got to hustle over to that box. The penalty does not start until you're actually physically in the box.
Oh, man.
Vogel able to pick up that player and shoot him in the head, draw the penalty. And now he's going to run the highway.
Head massage. Oh! Oh! Trading out with 2. What is that? He did a kung fu flip kick. What was that?
Oh, Vogel jumped over the snake. Can't wait to see the replay on that one. Jumps over the snake, collides with Washington. Not so sure.
I'm lost for words. I have words, but
exactly
this is a family show right now, so, you know, I'm trying to keep it to myself.
Man, came in contact with Washington.
Yeah, we're going to have to find out what that is about.
Let's check this replay real quick right here. Here comes Vogel, gets that cross shot, now runs the highway along the inside, jumps over, hits Washington, knocks him completely on his backside. There's Vogel, not quite sure where he is, just jumps blindly over the snake, hits Washington, realizes he's still alive, and trades out with the last player on the snake side in that mini race bunker behind the snake. So Vogel right there getting 3 kills, opening the game up. I mean, it wasn't that pretty, but he got the job done there.
At the end, I think that was a UFC move. I've seen that on UFC there,
Yeah, accidental contact.
Yeah, definitely. And
is not a penalty.
Yeah, and let's make it, contact should never be made here in paintball. Accidental. It happens sometimes,
Yeah, it happens. Incidental contact.
What happened was I started to jump, and then the sun got in my eyes, and I didn't see him there, and kind of took a knee.
Yeah, so I don't know if you're going to give Vogel credit for that extra G he got for the player that drew the penalty, but Vogel having a stellar first game. FAU pumped up for this game. We saw them in their circle getting huddled up, getting their cheer going. It was actually pretty exciting. Got me kind of excited here to watch them play.
Yeah.
But FAU, we watched them play a real slow-paced game yesterday. And, what they really needed to do is be a little bit more aggressive. And, good job by Nicholas Ramsey kind of forcing the issue, wrapping around the outside of the Doritos and bumping up the field, allowing Vogel a little bit of breathing room. He was able to come up here on the snake side and get some kills. So 1 point on the board now for FAU over West Point. Almost 4 minutes played in this game, 6:21 left to go, under 10 seconds before the start of the next point. That's FAU in the screen right there with Vogel getting ready to head back out here in a sprinter stance on the snake side, change his mind.
Oh, yeah.
Stands back up, gonna pull up short.
Try to get that G off the break.
And they do. They shoot one body off the side and shoot Washington, the snake runner, for Army. So Army losing 2 bodies right away.
The whole snake side, pretty much.
Kelly Washington took one in the head as he rounded the snake and dove in. 2 bodies bottled up in the back center right now. The other third player still in the box, but he's going to come out in about a minute. But FAU, this is a major penalty. It does not come off once the point is won. So if FAU can attack right here, they might be able to
Both players are, it's a 1-on-4 now, Todd.
Yeah, FAU need to be conscious of the clock.
Yeah.
That one player for West Point gonna want to sit back, trying to point the clock.
Get the flag. You guys are just get the flag.
FAU needs to be running the flag, and Vogel is standing there with his gun on the box, but 34 seconds left. He should run the flag in and keep the major penalty on the board.
Oh yeah, this is just rookie mistakes here.
Yeah. Rookie mistakes, things that you need to understand. If you're going to play at the highest level here in the NCPA, there's certain rules that you need to understand.
That's also the coach needs to relay that to him. Coach should have been on him and been, hey, save that time, let's go. Looks like Vogel's race machine here is going to be checked.
I mean, if you're playing 5-on-4 off the break and you shoot 2 bodies, then you should be able to end that point pretty quickly. And the coach, I'm sure, is telling him right now, hey, man, you guys wasted about 20 seconds by not running that flag in. Check this replay out real quick. Here's the Army breakout. There's Kelly Washington breaking to the snake. One in the loader for his back man, and then Washington, as he comes around, gets shot in the head. So that's 2 bodies. FAU Vogel should have been flying into this 50 snake over here with only 2 bodies back there, both in the back center. Or at least that other player from FAU should have been charging down the middle of the field. And that's the difference between a lot of these teams. The ability to recognize the situation and see that, okay, they started with 4, 2 died on the break, and that also comes down to communication. The guys that see that need to pick that up and let their teammates know these 2 bodies just walked off. There should have been no reason why FAU wasn't charging down the field right there, but, I mean, that again plays into their style of play, their attitude, their outlook on the game. And, maybe it's just a matter of experience, too.
Yeah.
So, man, but FAU, I mean, we've seen Vogel, we've seen Madrid.
Ramsey.
Ramsey, these guys have been around. They play a lot of competition paintball. They should know. So, but either which way, there's still 22 seconds left to go on that penalty. FAU now has a 2-0 lead and will be starting this point still up 1 body, and will need to be wary of that player coming out of the box in 22 seconds. So on your screen right there, that's FAU getting ready for the breakout. Gonna get some of their other guys a couple spins. I see Travis Madrid down there, but also Michael Hermes. Christopher Lochner comes out down here to the snake side. They lose 1 body on the break. Joseph Crumple.
2 bodies now. One out of the Doritos. It's a 3-on-4 with the West Point up on bodies. What a surprise that is.
Yeah, so good job by West Point right there to get some kills.
The Owls are just can't survive in their bunkers right now. Now West Point's at full strength. This could get ugly. A 5-on-2. West Point player that came out of the box is just moving up the center, eating up as much real estate as he can. Into the snake come Washington. Washington looking to crawl. Let's get him moving, coach. Get him up to the next one.
Yeah, Washington spends a lot of time sitting in that bunker.
Yeah.
You know, with his head down, just listening to his coach. His teammates are up and around.
Yeah.
His back guy's going to run past him.
Yeah.
That's just a lack of coordination right there when you have two guys diving into the 50.
Communication is not there on the side of West Point today.
No, your back player needs to be encouraging your front players to move up.
Washington getting eliminated. Looks like we got a run through.
And once again, Army, you know, we've seen this from a few teams, is giving away bodies. Both Washington and I think that might have been Henry Guerra.
Now look at this, Todd. West Point was up on bodies, a 5-on-2, and now all of a sudden it's a 2-on-2. Just not, you know, no communication, throwing bodies that don't need to be wasted, and it's evened up now.
No, and this is where Travis Madrid shines. You know, in these low body scenarios,
yeah.
He's really good keeping his body alive. Had a little rough go at it yesterday, but he did see a lot of 1-on-3s and 1-on-4s, which wasn't so good.
I think a 1-on-5 at one point.
When it comes down to a 2-on-2.
Oh man, West Point players being checked back there.
Player number 21, Elijah Bavenzi, just got bounced in that center tower.
Blazed in the back now.
And again, West Point players making moves on their own. Big number 58 back there, Michael Hermes, chopping bodies up, coming down the snake side, and now he's going to start attacking the middle of the field.
2-on-1 in the favor of the Owls. What a turn. It was a 5-on-3, and now it's a 2-on-1 Owls, and Owls will come out with this point, Todd.
You know what? See, the way that West Point player right there played that, I mean, he got scared. He knew that he would down bodies, and he just came out and tried to gun battle straight into oncoming paint. You know, we just watched the Texas A&M game where Forgione was in a 1-on-3 situation, and he did not get rattled at all. He played calm, eliminated the closest threat, and then worked the two bodies that came after him, just charging at him. See right here? He's going to come out. He knows the pressure's coming, so he just tries to come out into it. You know, really nervous, kind of leaning his body out. You can tell from his body language, he wasn't prepared to try and live. All he was trying to do was get as much pain out as he could on that snapshot and pretty much just gave the body away. So we got Kristen Kenny down on the sideline right now by the FAU pit. Kristen, what's happening with your tie-dye pants?
Yeah, you're loving my pants, right?
I really do.
All right, well, FAU's Dietrich Vogel, he's certainly living up to the hype as a scrappy, I know you love that word, and vocal player out here. He's pleased with how FAU's shooting lanes off the break. They're able to make their way to the bunkers and gunfight their way out wide. So doing pretty well with that.
Thank you very much, Kristen. We'll be right back after these messages. All right, it looks like we are back here now under 10 seconds before the start of the next point, and the FAU Owls able to pull out that last close point after losing a bunch of bodies, take a 3-0 lead. Saw Vogel down there telling Kristen he was really pleased with their shooting on the break, see if they can get anybody here. No bodies drop on the break on either side, so we got 5 strong on both sides. FAU makes the first move out to the Dorito side. Got 4 guns. Actually, every single gun is looking towards the Dorito side right now for FAU. This is Washington's opportunity. This is where your back guys need to recognize, hey, nobody's shooting at you, Washington. Let's get up and go.
The Owls moving down the Doritos here, making bumps.
The Owls right now just giving West Point the opportunity to go, and finally the coach gets Washington over here, gets a little help behind him now. So Washington now into Snake 2. Again,
Vogel looking to make a move here, and he bumps to the bunker behind Snake 1.
Vogel slipping and sliding his way protecting the Dorito side as his teammates are slowly bumping up into the red section.
Oh.
Washington now, see, this is where Washington needs to be more active in his bunker. He was in Snake 2 before that bump was made. He is the player that has the opportunity to clip those FAU players before they make those bumps. All the attention by FAU was focused towards the Dorito side. Washington had an opportunity early to get in there. You can't sleep on the opportunities that you have and then allow those players to bump up, because now FAU is in the 50 Dorito, and Washington's going to have to play a little bit of defense instead of putting himself in the position to shoot those bodies first.
Oh, man. Now each team drops a player. Washington being eliminated out of the Snake. Vogel coming into Snake 2 for the Owls. Vogel looking to wrap to get some inside shots here.
Man, number 8, Rafael Herrera from Army, goes charging down the Dorito side, does not get the FAU player out and loses body. This is why Army lost that last game.
They're just
Every
throwing
guy
bodies away, man.
is trying to make moves by himself. You need to talk to your teammates. Go bunker to bunker. Stop trying to skip 2-3 bunkers at a time. But number 7 on Florida Atlantic, Diego Robles, gives the body back, loses the gun battle out of the 50 Dorito, but he still has a teammate coming up behind him into the 40, who eliminates the last Army player over here on the Snake side and by pushing up that Dorito side hard.
West Point having a rough go today.
West Point trying to do too much on their own. They lose their front guys without getting any kills. They don't take advantage of the opportunities that they have early, and they're allowing a hungry, aggressive today team like FAU to push it. But FAU said they were going to do this. They said, we are going to push the Dorito side, and they are.
And successfully.
Let's check the replay out real quick. There you see Vogel walking off. FAU pretty pumped up. Check out this replay. Here comes the referee. He's going to check out Washington from the front side. Says, hey.
Yeah, you're done, son.
I'm going to need you to come with me. So Washington getting in the Snake, but really not being too effective.
At all. Not being a thorn at all. I mean, he gets in there and he marinates for a second. It's all right to marinate for a second, but come on, man. You got to get down that Snake. The further down the Snake you get, the more kills you're going to get, the more, guns are going to turn. And that's what, West Point needs to do at this time.
Yeah, and FAU going to take a 4-0 lead. This match is brought to you by Extreme Pros Paintball. Paintball Pro Shop. Shout out to Steve out there in Orange County representing. Helping sponsor the NCPA. So if you're in that area, go stop in, say hi. Tell them Todd Martinez and Catfish said we want some free stuff.
Lanyards and stickers and stuff.
We've got Kristen Kenny on the sideline right now with Vogel.
Yeah, with the man, Dietrich Vogel. All right, different energy this time around than yesterday.
Different energy. I'm a lot less tired, don't have those silly legs, not that hot. Gonna keep my breakfast in my stomach this time.
Yesterday, yeah, you puked in your mask a little.
Yeah, a little bit of blue Gatorade, and the second I came off the field, I had to clean it, so I got that taken care of right away.
All right, you were saying that you have a lot to be pleased with in this game so far. Shooting lanes off the break, one thing. Let's talk about more.
Yeah, my family's doing a really great job, shooting lanes off the break. They're getting their guns up really quick, making sure that they can't get too wide. The widest that they got was the God off the break. And, we're happy with that. They can't get into the Snake, which is really great for me personally, because I can just, it's an open door policy. Yeah, exactly. Do what I do, so.
All right, well, back to you guys.
All right.
Yeah, Kristen Kenny better watch out. Make sure Dietrich Vogel doesn't drop any magic on you like he's doing out there on the field right now. With a short, quick break, we'll be right back after these messages. And we are back here, National Collegiate Paintball Association Championships. Saturday edition. We got FAU taking on West Point right now. And FAU has just been dominant in this game right now. You know, they really came out and said that they were going to push the Dorito side hard, and we've seen them do it. From the first point, they've come out, attacked that Dorito side, and that's really opened up the game for Vogel over here on the Snake side to sneak in and kind of close out games. But West Point right now just really playing kind of individual paintball and not really putting things together. They're getting into spots, they're keeping bodies alive on the break, but really not playing a team game right now, throwing a lot of bodies away, losing gun battles. And, you know, the deficit that they have right now is kind of showing the way that they're playing. FAU right now on the breakout to start the second half.
Looks like we got an even spread. Al player just taking in the grill, trying to come into the Snake here. We got Washington.
Look at that over there on the side. Nicholas Ramsey got shot on the break. He knew that he was shot on the break too. Referee had to come over and tell him to get out of there. I see you, Ramsey.
Army player coming up behind the center A here, that little box, trying to shut down the Dorito side. Army needs to make that move into the Snake now.
Yeah, Michael Hermes doing his best from that center tower to try and lock it off, keep Washington. Oh, and Hermes gets a shot in on Washington, clips him in the loader, says, get out of here, I'll run this.
I run this.
I want to see Hermes about to charge the X. Here
Hermes
he comes.
Gets
Hermes gonna get some.
Oh, laying down.
Check this out, Army.
The big man making the run. There you go.
Oh, FAU pulling it out on him. The big man, Michael Hermes, getting 2 Gs, making the move, opening the game up.
Superman pose at the end of that one. Hopefully we caught that.
Breaking down there to the Snake corner. That's number 00, Joseph Krumple. Now here having the whole Snake side to himself, but Army still has a body on that Dorito side and one in the back center.
2-on-2 here.
2-on-2 situation.
And,
saw this before.
Yeah, Al's mirroring them and sending a guy into the Doritos to face him. See if that slows him down.
And there goes Krumple.
Yeah, Krumple into the Snake here. Let's see what he can do. Getting that crossfield shot on Dorito.
I believe he has Travis Madrid over there still in that Dorito with him. But it is a 2-on-2. FAU in the 50 Snake and the Dorito 1. Army in the Dorito 2 and the back center.
FAU in Snake 4 here.
See if these two Army players can keep it a little bit tighter this time. Start this half off right, maybe get a point on the board. Need to play with confidence. Believe in your teammates.
Yeah.
Believe in your snapshot and your fundamentals.
West Point coach here bird dogging the guy in the Snake here.
And I believe that is Travis Madrid bumping up the Dorito side for FAU, getting into the game.
Krumple trying to assess the situation here, trying to get that shot across field. Oh! Haircuts are free, Todd. Haircuts are free.
Krumple snuck one ball right over the top of the head of that Dorito player. There you see him in Dorito 2 at the very top middle of your screen.
Yeah, he's gonna try to.
It's a direct shot straight in on him, but Krumple gonna go work on the back center now, who is pumping paint into that Snake.
Here goes Krumple with another shot on the loader. Oh, they.
Backing it up a little bit, using that tall tempo.
Oh, here he goes. Madrid. Train out with Madrid.
Oh, and the Army player just running and shooting. I don't know if they're going to call a trade. Oh, they traded out, so it's a one-on-one.
One-on-one. Krumple, I think, is in a better position here, standing up. Oh.
So, Army taking it to FAU. Bunkers out Travis Madrid.
These one-on-ones are great right now.
Now Krumple in this pin in the 50. Army
switching
there.
hands here.
You can see on your screen, there's Krumple, number 00 from FAU, with the red and snow camo pants on.
You can see both players here. You can,
it catches him. Maybe got a bounce.
Is it?
Oh, you got to give that to him.
Save.
Krumple on your screen gets bounced
9
in the
lives
forearm.
over here.
The forearm and or the tank area.
Get yourself some, kid. Oh, how about that one?
Not once, but twice for Army. Big game right there for number 21 from Army, Elijah Bovenzi. This time believing having confidence in his snapshot, puts not one, but 2 balls in our Krumple to win a one-on-one for his team to start the second half off right for West Point. So West Point finally gets on the board here. Now it's a 4-1 game, but that point did take 4 minutes. Let's watch this replay real quick. And here you're gonna see the Army player charge out of the Dorito. Travis Madrid just shoots a lane. Ooh, Travis Madrid got shot in the loader, it looked like, and spun easily. Probably could have caught a major on this. And here's Krumple. Oh, gets shot right in the pocket of his elbow.
Double tap, doop, doop. Thank you for
Army
playing.
Right there. I mean, man, Travis Madrid looked like he could have got a penalty on there. He started shooting the zone for the player to run into. It looked like the player had shot him in the loader before he came and then crossed his path. And then Madrid spun around and shot him.
Like a top.
Lucky not to get a major penalty right there. But, you know, it was a close exchange. We had the referee right on top of it. Made it into a one-on-one, and Army able to pull that out. Elijah Bavenzi.
Putting them back in the game here.
Handling biz. We're going to run to a quick break, and we'll be right back. And welcome back to the gorgeous Lakeland, Florida for the 2013 National Collegiate Paintball Association Championships. You are watching the FAU Owls taking on West Point, 4-1 ball game. Just under 6 minutes left to go. West Point getting dominated in the first half, losing 4 points, but starting off the second half here with 1 point on the board. Let's see if they can get something going and try and get back in this game right here.
Looks like Washington going straight into the snake on this one. And what's going on?
It looked like there was an inadvertent whistle again. I think the other field blew their whistle, and some of the players all took off at separate times. So the referee is not going to give any advantages, not going to take anything away and call bodies out, just going to stop the point and start it over real quick. Might give them a couple seconds to grab a top off on their paint, but you know, we got a lot of games going on here. We got all the other divisional college games. I believe we got some of the high school kids out here today playing some of their games as well, seeing who's going to win the high school championship. And you know, a little inadvertent whistle. Referee's going to stop it real quick, let everybody collect themselves and get this game back underway. So there's the breakout right now. Vogel heads out to the mini race bunker behind the snake. Washington
getting blazed on his way to the snake.
Tried to go to the snake.
Like we have an out player coming off the back. Is that Hermes?
Yeah, that's Michael Hermes.
Oh, coming off the back. Vogel jumping into the snake.
Vogel
hoping to catch. Oh, wait, did he get shot in his pack? I believe so.
Couldn't magically levitate, make those hits disappear.
Spelliamus didn't work that time, Vogel.
So here we go. Army now up in that center tower. You see locking off the snake side of the field, the back center. The blue temple on the Dorito side. Travis Madrid filled out over here towards the snake side.
Look for Madrid to try to get into that snake pretty quickly.
Madrid has, he's got Aaron Houston with him there in the center tower. He's locking off the snake side.
Yeah.
Only body for West Point is that center tower and the back center near the snake side. So
West Point
does have a body now in the 40 Dorito in the red zone. Gonna try and put the pinch on Travis Madrid there in that mini race bunker. You see him there, top of your screen now, getting some help up out of that temple into the big Dorito. Dorito 1, now FAU on your screen. There's the 3 bodies they have alive in the Dorito 1 in the orange section.
All oranged out. Let me take a look at the West Point guys here.
So good move right there by West Point to take advantage.
Madrid countering it into the snake immediately. It looks like the West Point players are coming down the Dorito side at the 50 Dorito, eliminating Madrid's backup here. Stand up. Madrid trying to find that cross shot at him.
We got Kristen Kenny down now, right in the pits. Kristen Kenny, what's happening?
Now they're pushing the D side hard. That's what they say is the key. What do you guys think?
I think that both teams are having a lot of success getting up the Dorito side over here. Elijah Bavenzi, he's the one that made that bump out here as Travis Madrid gets shot. He's the one that made the bump out here to the snake side. Now he's got 2 bodies as the Dorito player eliminated Travis Madrid. But just a sloppy play right there by Bavenzi.
Is this a one-on-one again, Todd?
It is a one-on-one.
Oh, you gotta love that.
I think we got Nicholas
Get some.
Ramsey.
Al's getting back here.
Nicholas Ramsey over there. Oh, and he gets the shot in. So Army throwing away the bodies. Still had the advantage.
You know, still not playing united out here, Todd.
No,
individual play is going to kill them if they keep playing this way.
They had a 4-on-3 situation. Up in the Doritos. Their player moved up the Dorito, shot out the center player for FAU, making it a 4-on-2, and then just one by one, it got shot out, making bumps. So right there, it looked like there was one body left alive for FAU. But it also looked like the refs might have called that game. So here's Bavenzi right there trying to get a shot in, but just exposing his body too much and getting shot in the face, leaving just one body alive for Nicholas Ramsey.
And the thing about these West Point players are just running down the field. They're not even making bumps. They're just running down the field. I
mean, you like to see the aggressiveness, but if you're going to make an aggressive move, get help.
Yeah, make a bump, not a run to, you know what I mean, to your death.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. It's like, you know, when you're moving up the field and you're playing aggressive, you're attacking, you know, go bunker to bunker. You know, go to the next bunker, see what you got. If you're still free, go. You know, there's no sense in trying to skip 2 or 3 bunkers to get somebody and then end up in no man's land, especially if you don't know who the bodies are that you're trying to go attack, which we've seen a lot of this weekend. You know where the body is, communicate with your teammates, talk to them, and then sort it out, then make a coordinated effort. You know, have one of your teammates behind you, put the player in that you're trying to go bunker, and then go get him. But, I mean, from Army, we've seen them in good position, but they're just, you know, just making one-man missions one after another.
Special op missions out there by themselves.
And FAU is a team that is really good at locking off zones and picking those players up. And that's what they've been doing. And, you know, FAU takes control of that point. West Point blows the horn, being down a bunch of points now. FAU throws no on board, and now it is 5-1.
It's like Washington being a little bit more conservative this breakout, not going into Snake. But West Point is still pushing those Doritos hard into Dorito 3, I believe. Into the red zone first, covering a lot of ground. We've got 2 Owls walking off, I believe.
Travis Madrid comes walking off. 1
Army player walking off as well. So we got a 4-on-3 here in favor of West Point. Look for Washington to be making this quick bump into the Snake about now. He's wrapping, trying to figure out what's going on.
Ramsey.
Ramsey's keeping him at bay right there.
Ramsey went real hard up that Dorito side on the break. Made it in, but got shot out. We still have the big man, Michael Hermes, in the middle of the field, though.
2-on-4 in favor of West Point. Washington making the move into Snake 2, staying alive, crawling into Snake 3, and West Point going to get this point here. Yeah,
good heads-up play right there by number 9, Henry Guerra, to recognize, to shoot bodies out of the middle of the field. You know, shot out Michael Hermes, and then cleaned up that last back center player, and then made a beeline to the flag to go hang it and save as much time as possible. So there he is, shoots out Hermes. The next body walks out of the back, and there he goes, grabs the flag, trying to save as much time as possible. You know, Washington has got some wheels on him. You know, if they can get him in there and he can just be a little bit more active, a little more aggressive in his bunker, you know, he could really put the pressure on FAU.
Yeah. But that also goes in turn with, I mean, the coach needs to let him know what's going on. I mean, the coach is literally 2 to 3 feet away from him. He needs to be in his ear like a puppet, you know what I mean? He needs to be controlling him, telling him what's what in there.
Yeah, I mean, you're afforded that luxury here in the NCPA. You can have your coach, he can travel all the way up and down the sidelines on the Snake side. You know, it's kind of a free-for-all over there on the Dorito side because it's where all the fans stand and they are off the field behind the netting. So now with a 5-2 lead, West Point able to get another point on the board. 2 minutes, 11 seconds left to go. We'll be right back after these messages.
What makes the Virtue Spire the best loader
What
in
makes the
paintball?
Virtue Spire the best loader in paintball?
Россия – это страна с очень сложными погодными условиями.
Not only is the Spire smaller and lighter than leading competitors,
The Spire is designed to take the toughest abuse that paintball puts out and keep feeding no matter how bad your paint or weather gets.
With a true 200 round capacity, it holds more paint as well.
not only is it easier to take apart, but more importantly, it's easier to put back together. Find out more at virtuespire.com.
All right, we are back here, and you're looking down on the left-hand side of the field at FAU, who has a controlling lead in this game, 5-2, up over West Point. Black Knights.
On the top of your screen at the current moment.
Your Army coming out. Oh, right up the middle on the break goes Army.
Oh,
shooting
Al's
two bodies on the break. So good breakout right there by Army. Need to start attacking.
Vogel shot.
Vogel gets shot. He walks out and earns himself a penalty.
This is not looking good right now.
That penalty's not going to start either until Vogel gets in the box.
Yeah.
Vogel not paying attention. Need to know. And if Army can score this point real quick, cut it to a 5-3 lead. And there goes the body. Coaches teammates need to know what's going on.
Coaches talk to him. They're just coaches.
Precious seconds ticking away, but number 26 recognizing Stephen Horning. Gonna get that flag and run it in. So quick points right there by West Point.
Still in it. I mean,
Vogel gave West Point a gift right there, playing on, but West Point doing an excellent job shooting two bodies on the break. You're gonna see, here's FAU's breakout,
Vogel.
And they're gonna lose that one body out of the back center. And one guy head towards the Dorito side. There's Vogel, gets shot on the break, keeps going, grabs himself a penalty, and walks off the field, sees the flag, so should have known to run to the box, but does not. Regardless, that penalty should come off as it was a minor, and FAU will be back at full strength, but West Point
getting the freebie here. Vogel not, I mean, magic wasn't working there for him today, huh?
No, he needs to cast like an invisibility spell on himself or something like that.
Like a Patronus charm or something on him.
You know, he's got it the last couple points, but I mean, Vogel has been one of the workhorses for FAU, you know, this event. And, you know, he's been doing a lot of damage over here on the snake side. So, you know, expect him to get right back in it as we see Michael Hermes coming back out again.
Hermes has been a solid player for them throughout this match, though, coming up to that tall stand-up there.
Yeah, Ramsey, Madrid, and Vogel. You know, their go-to squad over here this game, been doing some work. You know, you'd like to see a team set out a game plan and then come execute it. You know, FAU said, we are going to go and we are going to attack the Doritos hard this game. And they did. That's what they thought they could get away with against West Point and take advantage, score points. And they have, and which has also allowed Vogel to have a little bit more freedom over here on the snake side because of all the attention that Ramsey is drawing over there on the Dorito side. So with 1:25 left to go, this point about to start, West Point needing desperately to score quick points and get back in this game. Oh, some confusion on the breakout by FAU. They lose Michael Ramsey on the break.
Vogel coming off at just as well.
Hermes barely gets out to the Dorito side, but Vogel does walk off, so only 3 bodies. 2 of them are stuck, both looking the snake way. West Point needs to take advantage and start coming.
They are taking real estate right now. West Point having a guy at the A, but getting shot. Washington crawling all the way down the middle of the snake here, looking for that kill across the field here.
Madrid gets bounced.
Look for Hermes to be shooting over towards Washington, trying to get that elimination. Washington just, making the move over to their side of the snake and just blocking himself out from the Dorito side. Look for him to pop up and shoot the center little tempo guy on the shoulders.
Oh, Washington doing all he can to try and get kills, but West Point throwing bodies away behind him.
Yeah. There's a special, oh my God, this guy's just gonna try and run at Hermes and just get blown away. This is what I'm talking, this is what we've been talking about all match. That was West Point's point right there, pretty much. And they just were doing just special ops all around the field on their own and just dying at will right now.
Yeah, FAU gave him a gift, and now they're just going to sit in their bunkers and let the 6 seconds run off. Not even going to let Washington, at least Washington's going to make an effort here.
Hermes just shooting from the hip over there at the Dorito, not even just.
So Travis
Yeah.
Madrid takes a goggle hit, doesn't even care.
Yeah.
Because FAU able to hold on to the lead that they established for themselves in the first half, getting that 4-point lead. Playing some good paintball out here. FAU, a little bit different, a little change of pace from what we saw yesterday, and definitely paid off for them. You know, let's watch that breakout from FAU. You know, they're like, oh, the game's about to start.
Look at Hermes. Oh, man, really? Wait, okay.
Hold on a second here.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go this way.
You definitely like to see a big man just run and dive into one of them, you know, front bunkers.
Yeah, and there's Vogel again.
Persona's
taking one in the
charm
face.
not working for him.
So, FAU winning that matchup right there. We got Vogel down again there with Kristen.
Vogel, you're doing a lot of damage in the snake. Were you feeling any pressure at all?
Yeah, I was feeling a little bit of pressure, you know, after that first interview. I don't know if I got nervous or I don't know what happened. Maybe I was just getting a little cocky, but I was getting shot off the break. Yeah. Well, you know, maybe the second interview will turn my day around. Maybe I'll stop getting hit off the break.
Okay, but out on the field from West Point, feeling any pressure out there?
Oh yeah, they had some strong lanes. They would put guns up the middle. They had no fear. They were coming right at us.
And looking ahead, Kennesaw, what do you guys got to do there?
You know, we scouted them a lot during the prelims because we knew that they were a tough team.
Until I die.
Yeah. And we know that they like to do a lot of what Army did, actually, is heavy guns up the middle. They like that tower, locking down the snake side. So we're probably going to look to shoot a lot of paint up the middle back at them and try to get wide.
All right, well, that's your type of game right there.
Exactly.
Okay, let's see. Catfish, Todd?
Man, I don't remember Harry Potter being that tall.
Dude, those FAU guys are some gangsters. I'll tell you what, man. Those dudes are just hardcore thugs. I'll tell you what, you know, they're earning it out here. But, you know, good win for them. Coming up next, we got the University of Akron Zips taking on the Ohio State University Buckeyes. So stick with us. We'll be right back after these messages.
A&S Gear rocks the largest inventory of any paintball retailer. From our massive selection of guns to our endless supply of goggles, ANSgear.com can supply your every paintball need. We have a large selection of paint in stock and the best loaders on the market. Our huge inventory of jerseys and pants ensures that we have sizes for all different types of players. Don't forget, we also carry the highest quality paintball tanks. With your choice of free shipping on orders over $100 to next day, Saturday, or international shipping options, you get the products you need sooner. Shop now at ANSgear.com.